So there will be more space news, and there's plenty more stream left. We have, yeah, plenty more stream left. We have Flame Trench, and then racing after that, so. I guess you saw that the FAA, yeah, Geek, yeah, we covered that. SpaceX needs to submit a report basically demonstrating that they know exactly what went wrong, and I bet you they will. Fault tree is going to take a second, but it won't take long. They have a lot of empirical evidence to. Basically, it's launched a lot, so they could probably figure out exactly what's wrong if I had to guess. Yeah, floating, of course. Wasn't able to see because I was with the family. How did the Camaro end up? Progress is happening. What is Flame Trench? Flame Trench is a show that I host for NASA Spaceflight, or that I'm a part of. It's like a space podcast with our buddies over at NSF. I usually host it with Jack and Sawyer over at NSF. And we, yeah, it's fun, dude. It's basically space news, but I get to do space news with my buddies. So, Thor, if you like space flight and stuff, stick around for Flame Trench. This is just, Workers is just the interim. You don't really think I caused the oil drop. It just does that throughout the 60s and into the 70s. Should print money come January 74. So, yeah, it's Alex, the, Jack and Sawyer, bro, I just started watching Lost again, and that made you double take. How's the Star Citizen shenanigans going, Etal? Good? Yeah, I gotta finish that. We'll do that next week. You discovered EJ on the Flame Trench. There you go. Dude, I'd love to get to the point where we could make stuff like that. That would be super cool. You gonna recreate that train station? See last, please. Did you see the announcement? I announced that, Jaeger, did you see my announcement? I announced that I'm not interested in seeing announcements anymore. You missed that part, huh? No, what's up, man? What's up, dude? 59 months, Jaeger. I'm lurking hard while I work. Satisfactory, dedicated on 1.0 release? Yes, absolutely. Oh, wrong announcement. What? Who's announcing stuff? Yeah. Let's just say we'll be playing a lot of Satisfactory in September, and we'll leave it at that. Star Citizen is a fun time, man, but it has more bugs and workarounds than both Kerbal games combined. Well, at least you didn't invest too much. Actually, Etal, I enjoy the way you're playing Star Citizen. Minimal investment. So, guys, Etalex is doing a full series over on his channel. He streams as well, and he's playing Star Citizen, but spending the absolute bare minimum amount of money, like real money, in Star Citizen, to see how far you can get. That's actually a super cool way of playing that. I'm actually into it, dude. I'm vested. You dingus. You hooked me, and now dude, I don't have time for that. Oh. But yeah, really good stuff. It's Alex, a good streamer, guys. Give him a follow. He's a good dude. Yeah, Star Citizen playthrough is pretty awesome. All right. We did get the power plant online, and we are burning oil. Lots of it. My trucks that I contracted to move sewage out of here and move drinking water into the power plant are actually going down the street to these people that I don't yeah, I basically told them to not do that. Oh yeah, I got my 45 worth easily with no regrets, but the servers are the biggest boss. Yeah, yeah. But the power plant is working. That's a sewage problem. It'd be nice if my sewage truck actually did what I told it to do and go drain sewage from here. Common misconception, 99% of ships are less than $1,000. You can put roadsides to block them going down a particular road. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. We can do that. Yeah, cool, that's all. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm building another technical service office right here. Yeah, a lot closer, a lot more trucks. So, it's more centralized between Agolin and the power plant. You ever change the 50% load on the power labor line? Ooh. That's a good question. Good call, Simon. Oh, look. It's doing its job. That's good. We're eventually going to have to get plumbing up there, so I started routing out a line last night. And then we're going to eventually need sewage up there as well. These are vehicles that need to be repaired. I'm gonna tell them to no, not covered. We need to route this one. I'll tell them to start routing the pipes for drinking water up there. Might as well. We just gotta be careful. The power plant is making us money. It is, we are making cash, but it's slow right now. It's the oil prices, guys. So oil prices are killing me right now, believe it or not. Not because they're expensive, but because they're really, really shallow. I don't think that, yeah, I mean, somebody said it at the beginning. I don't think this is necessarily me de-inflating the market, because fuel, which I don't make any of right now, follows the exact same market trend. So I'm pretty damn sure it's, pretty dang sure that's just the game, but Yeah, if the oil could go back to being like 130 a pop, that would be great. However, on a side note, we did unlock the refinery. I do have the refinery unlocked. We did the research for it. We're gonna have to start designing that out. I'm not sure it's gonna get done in an hour, but... Easy solution. Just found OPEC, Kappa. You could. Selling power is working. Wolfie, if you look up at the dollar amount, see it go up, it's just ticking up. 200, 210, 220. It is ticking up. It's working. Please import resources before starting a major construction like that. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? We need to buy more Volvos. Find my dang Volvo. In games with oil production, does anyone else get overwhelmed and quit the campaign at that exact point? In cities, Alex, it's always building the airport. Which is weird for me. I always get to the point where you build out an airport, and I'm just like, I don't want this anymore. You know? Honestly, the oil tanking the way it is making me not want to play. I'm like, oh, yeah. I tech to it, now we're just stuck. And it's weird, you'd expect me like a plain nutcase, you know. You'd expect me a plain nutcase to be into it, but I'm just like, how much is the power making you currently? I can check. Let's go to our export on the dollar here. Last month we did 6,500 bucks. But see, the cool thing about that is that it's constant. As long as there's people in the power plant, it's going to make power. Speaking of planes, I saw an interesting video of the 163 Comet. Are you familiar? The hypergolic rocket interceptor that the Germans made to shoot down American bombers during World War II. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It uses detachable landing gear and a ski to land. Delta wing in design. Hypergolic rocket. Yeah. Hypergolic rocket engine. That's safe. Yeah. 163 is actually kind of cool. Pretty sweet. Smart rocket engine for the time. Fun fact, the Comet's rocket engine led to the X-15's development. Yeah. That hypergolic being a pressure-fed system on the Comet was actually throttleable. Yeah, Comet is a throttleable engine. Yeah, we could do a clothing factory over here. We got to expand. I called it Zenith, but we figured out that Zenith was that we named a city Zenith in the bottom of a valley, so we changed the name to Nader. That didn't make any sense. Probably expand a little ways down the valley and build out a factory and stuff. You just said it was ironic. It's Turbo. You're ironic, don't you think? Yeah, I dug a hole to get down to water to get the sewage for Nader working. Turbolio! Are we making a poop lake? No, we already did that. Power plant labor. I noticed that the 10 cars are enough to keep this stocked half the time. We want this thing to be at 100% efficiency all the time. 60% of the time, we want it to work every time. Gotta get the fire department going. Didn't you want to try to set up trams at one point? That was a different city. Speaking of that, though, I did get an AGMU over here. We trucked one over from the other border, and it is starting to build out stuff. So sooner or later, you know, we add a depot into this design, we'll be able to get American locomotives up in here. Needs garbage sorted out. Yeah, that's why I was building out another technical service. Let's just hope that's good enough. Oh, that's has weight. I don't think those garbage trucks can take hazardous waste, but we'll find out. I don't know if we can pick up has waste like that. The internal garbage container. Maybe. The garbage truck might be able to take it. We'll see. We are hazardous waste experts here in chat. Yeah, that garbage truck, the R-Series garbage truck can only move mixed waste. Push that technical office. It needs labor. Hold on. Yeah, if that thing shuts off, we're basically screwed. For now. We need to get a garbage truck up here, like, fast. So... that R-Series garbage truck, I'm just going to put that in the road depot right here, and then I'm going to take one of my waste trucks from a demo office, and I'm going to move it up to that technical office. Hey, buddy. You're tight. I love you, bro. He's a... Look at this boy. We gave you a home. We rescued you from the stupid shelter. And they're not stupid. They gave you... you got us because of that. You're a good boy. Just wanted to see how you guys were doing. Who's a good boy? He's a good boy. He's a very good boy. Good boy. Lie down. When are you and I not going to be driving back to California? I don't have a date just yet for that, dude. How long ago did you rescue him? We've had him... about 20 days. So about 3 weeks, that's how. He's still like... oh, nice picture, Nova. He's still like, I don't know what's going on here. I don't... like... he's still adjusting. It takes a while from what I understand. I've never rescued a dog before. The dogs that we had in the past were not rescued. From what I understand, it takes a second for him to understand what's going on. Wait, why isn't the garbage truck taking the highway? Because the technical office. Yeah, see, there we go. The waste truck's going right to the power plant. Good. It takes time, so he's still adjusting, but he's dude, for just 3 weeks in, he's pretty good. He trusts me, which, yeah. Like, I'm not like, oh man, the dog and I are bonded, but yeah. His demeanor completely changed when he started to be like, oh, this human is cool. This human gives me food and plays with me. And I sleep next to this human at night. This human's pretty good. He's a pretty cool guy. You know, and he's very knowledgeable and a very successful streamer. He said all this. Anyway, gas power plant is working good. Anyway, yeah, he, to see, I've already seen him adjust. Like, he definitely trusts me. Like, I can put my hand on his nose and he's just like, what are you doing?
Discovery,
he's not like, get away from me, like he was before. Hey, Jack, 59 months. Oh yeah, of course, Caveman. Like I said, I hug the dog and I give him a hug and a kiss whenever I can. Just like just now. He's a good boy. Just letting you know, I got your back, dude. Got your back. Ain't no problem. Yeah, exactly, Ding. But yeah, I've seen a change in how he acts, like maybe since like about a week ago. Like, he's like, all right, these people are cool. Are you feeding the gas plant directly with oil? Well, yeah, of course. I'm thinking maybe have a second reactor here, dude. I'm thinking if we had the money, if I didn't have that we should make like 5 or 6 of them. We have enough oil to make it to generate insane amounts of power. Hey Stellar, what's up, dude? Yeah, there's the truck. Just browsing around Twitch looking for background noise while I'm doing laundry. All right, Stellar. Well, I'm playing workers now, but in about an hour we have Flame Trench, so lots of space talk going around. I actually just did a little space news, dude, where I talked about the ITL Causeway and how ULA is restoring part of the track mechanism from the ITL Causeway back to the Smarf almost, because they need a second integration building for increased Vulcan cadence, which is actually super cool. Are you burning garbage as well to generate power? No, we're just exporting right now. There we go. Now the fire station is operable. But yeah, like I said, I would build, if we could, I would build another one of these, but I don't have the cash. Unless we wanted to take out another loan. This $2 million loan is down to 556. I've been refinancing it every time I hit a major milestone. Like if we get it down to total amount owed 500 G's, I'll take out a 500 G loan to lower the monthly payment. I get that I end up paying more in the long run there, but I don't need money later. Here's another tip. Click on the road tool. Fifth button from the right. Left of the deleting tool. Oh. Yeah, you can click on the intersection and do the same thing. That's good, though. I fixed the clamp on my racing wheel with hardware store parts. Nice. This one well is producing enough to generate way more power. Are you exporting power? Yeah. See, guys, I'm at kind of a interesting point here. I always end up hitting this point. We have what we have is good, but I don't know if it's going to. I don't know if we're gonna have enough to keep building what I want to build. Like, do I take a loan out now and build it? It's only 67. So, you know, the more loans you take out in the first 10 years in this game, the better. I'm really, really thinking just cred maxing this thing and just building more power plants, right? Like, maxing out my credit on the ruble, like, as much as we possibly can. And then just building this crazy oil infrastructure, right? Because here's the thing. We already made a great investment. And this is what I've been doing. This is like a big thing that happens. This is a big thing that happens every time I play. I always get to the point where I just can't finish investing, and we never really see the fruits of our labor there. You don't really have the worker supplement for doing loads of power plants. With the investment, Simon, we would not only build more power plants, but I would get this city activated. And we would start building out a gigantic planned city here. The highway infrastructure, and in the future, the trains are going to be ready to go for it. So I'm like, do we keep spending? I'm thinking like cred maxing might be a wise thing to do. The city should be built before the power plant. Well, I can get that done. That's no problem. I mean, we're not going to get it done in the next hour or so, but... I'm thinking about taking a gigantic loan on the dollar, building more power plants, and then building the refinery, connecting the refinery into this oil field here. Leave this oil field for export and for power plants. I'm talking Roto-Rooter. Don't stop till you hit the back of his teeth. No, flattening this area out, having this pump have a line that goes up here, fluid buffer tanks, right? And then just split like power plant 1, power plant 2, power plant 3, power plant 4, and then have it split, then have it split again. That wouldn't take a lot, guys. Seriously, 15 people per. All we need is a strategically placed bus stop, and then we'd be good. I could always do the refinery over here as well. We have plenty of space out here. It's just desert. I don't know if you saw yesterday, but Twitch is pricing me out of subscription. I just can't afford them anymore. It's not you or your content. It's purely Twitch's price hike. It's all right. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, no, good. Yeah, I gotta think about what we're gonna do with the power plants and stuff. Anyway, yeah, hey, don't worry about it, dude. It's all good, man. I get it. It's fine. Don't complain when I run ads. No, it's good, dude. Is it possible to plan the placement of this stuff for the project and calculate how much will be necessary? Yes, Shin. That's why over here in my construction settings, I don't have active construction. If I place down something, like right now, like say I place down that oil refinery, right? That's just a plan. It will not, this is why I manually control what I assign constructions to. You can tell your constructions to auto-detect stuff, but I don't like doing that. It's bad project management. I like to plan the projects out and design everything and then build. Like, I'll give you an example. Over here, over on the other side of the map, I'm starting to build out a planned city, and I have the water well and the pumping station already planned and ready to go, but it's just sitting there doing nothing. They won't start working on it unless I tell them to. You have to set the construction facilities to do that. But the idea is that I want to build a city that goes right down to the water here, right? You can see I'm already starting to build out the steps for it. That was something I was trying to do in lieu of having no money. In lieu of not having money, excuse me. And I wanted to build a refinery over here. Happiness did go up, yeah. I am trading with both, Dragon. I export oil to NATO and Warsaw Pact. You know what? You know what? Screw it. I changed my mind. It would be better to take a loan out now than try to wait this out. And if the plan pays off, we'll have the loan paid off super fast. If it doesn't pay off, well, hey, we're failing anyway. Let's go. Let's go. Boom. Boom. Boom, baby. Let's do it. We'll see if that was the right decision later. Fortune favors the bold. That was either a really good idea or a... We'll see. I thought his famous quote was, "Meh." Entertainment!
Discovery,
hey,
going
Jill.
throttle up.
Glory to the motherland. Yes. Much glory. Very nice. This is my brother Bilo. He likes to run around, but sometimes, you know, we have to hook him to chain. My sister makes fun of him. She said, "You'll never get this, you'll never get this, la 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 la." But one day he break chains and he get this. Oh, hey, Bree. You've come to collect dog? Yeah, it's fine. He started chewing on my chair.
You chew on the chair?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well,
That's okay.
what's the little toy for?
High five! What's that? Believe me. I had the Chewy toy right there, and he went from chewing on the Chewy toy to chewing on the recliner thing on my chair.
Well, I got you a bag of dog treats, and we're going to Home Goods for dog treats from now on because these were $6, and they were $11 at Petco.
Home Goods.
Home Goods.
It's like Home Depot, but it's good.
Yeah.
We are done dog sitting for today,
We
Chet.
are done dog sitting. No more dogs. Say goodbye to puppers.
Taito. Titan.
Taito, say goodbye to Daddy.
Oh, yeah, I get the food. Yeah, you come right over here when I get the damn food, huh? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hey, hey. Come here. Get up here. Come on. I got food. Get up here.
Oh boy.
He's a good boy. Here. All right, pal.
Have fun with us,
Yeah, we'll do. Thank you, baby. Love you too. No problem. My dog too. All right, so I took the loans out on both sides because we're crazy. So we got a plan. What are we gonna do here? We need refineries, and I want more power plants. So what is that going to entail? We're gonna need to run power lines, more power lines up here. It might not be the worst idea to make a line that's dedicated for export, but I don't think I can do that over here. Unless I switched this at all. I did switch it. I have a switch right there for the refinery. Okay. What breed is he? Titan is a cattle dog mix. He's mostly Australian cattle dog, but there's all kinds of stuff in there. It's just a mutt, but he's a good boy. So let's think about this. How do we want that? We'll start planning this out, and then I'll start building it another time. These roads need to be paved. Let's go with a 2-lane avenue for this, because there's going to be a lot of trucks coming in and out. Add a turnaround there. And add a turnaround at the end. Cool. All right, so the oil pump, right? We're gonna need to pump oil up here. So how are we gonna do that? We need to run a pipeline up here. Someone mentioned you might not have enough workers for the refinery. I'm going to build a bigger city over here, guys. Right now, Guilin is what we're starting with, but I have the plans over here for a bigger city. I just planned this out because we don't have a lot of time, and this is what's fresh in my head. Before we build, we're gonna plan everything out. Before we build anything, I'll plan the city out and build that as well. Just a dumb question, maybe, but why aren't we developing the place on the map where we already have a railway? There's no resources here, dude. The Alsana corridor is infrastructure and research. This area makes no money. This operates at a complete loss, but the equity is that. and that. Why are we put in the refinery where there's a railway? I have a railway being built here. I always intended that the rails would be able to... There. Well, you can import resources and make clothes, for example. The reason why I haven't done it, Mishu, is just because there's too much stuff to do. And we could go do that now. We're just planning things. 500 more workers there, and that place makes 10,000K a month. 10K a month, not 10,000K. Train is way cheaper than trucks. I'm aware. You don't think I could finance both of these projects with that? I think we can. Absolutely. That depot project that you and I were talking about over here. Building out the depot, extending Nader to Garrison down here, and putting factories in this area and this area. I think that would be a smart decision. I think you should give it to me. Factories should work near the border as well. Yeah. The big finance for this project is getting the docks figured out. I need train tracks going to the dock here. So, yeah, that's the kind of the end goal of this. And we also need a highway that connects us into the main area here, because the biggest city that I want is going to be here, and all the farmlands are going to be over here. What's good? Happy Friday? What's up, Rocket Guy? We spent a good part of the stream dissecting Merlin Vacuum. That sucks. Rocket Guy, I think RE the Merlin Vacuum, that it's very much a processing problem. I think it has nothing to do with design or anything. Yeah. Actually, Rocket Guy, I don't even know. Did you see? I'm kind of assuming. Did you see what happened? Yeah. Yeah, not ideal. Hard start and the locks leak. Yeah, not great, Bob. Two minutes until 4:30. Yeah. Are you building a refinery as well? The refinery will probably end up over here. Judging by the power consumption here, we have enough to be able to keep exporting, and we have enough here for a bunch of power plants all at once. So yeah, this is the part that was kind of clear in my head right now, which is why we're doing this. I think it might be wise to pause the game for a second, keep the game paused for a second from now on for a little bit of time. Keep the game paused for a little bit of time because we have a lot to plan out. There's a laundry list here, and we'll probably do that on the other side of space, on the other side of the flame trench if I'm feeling it. Alright, I'll just... What my initial plan was this. But I don't have time to flesh out... We don't have enough time to flesh out all these systems. So I'll just leave that like that and we'll call it a day. We have a lot to do, and we'll figure that out maybe after the flame trench. I don't know. If not, we'll do it on Monday. Okay. All right, guys. So I gotta go get ready for the flame trench. Don't worry, you don't need to go anywhere for it. It's right here. It'll just keep going. The stream will keep going. And we'll get back to workers, I don't know, whenever. Next week. Yeah, what to expect next week for games. Kerbal. Yeah, we're gonna play Kerbal a couple of days next week. Fallout and workers. That's Kerbal, Fallout 4, and workers. And Space Nukes, obviously. So I will see. Oh, yeah, that's right. The 19th I'm taking off. So yeah, we're streaming Monday through Thursday next week. Leaves and cars, man. All right. So let me change up the title. And I will see you guys in about 30 minutes on the